Friends, the year was 2018. A 21-year-old girl named Grace was living in England. There is a small town in England called Wokeford, where Grace was from. She graduated from the University of Lincoln and had made a plan. The plan was that Grace would travel the world for a year. Her parents were a little worried, but Grace promised them she would stay in contact with them at all times. And friends, Grace set off on this journey alone. Grace spent about 6 weeks on the South American continent and then went to New Zealand for 2 weeks. New Zealand is a very safe place with a low crime rate. Grace's birthday was also coming up, and she decided to celebrate it in New Zealand. She kept sharing pictures of her journey with her family. But then Grace stopped responding. Her family became worried. After waiting for 3 days, they called the police station in New Zealand and informed them that their daughter Grace had come from the UK but was now unreachable. Friends, the police started searching for Grace. They went to her hotel and checked everywhere, but Grace was missing. The police then began checking security cameras of all the buildings where Grace could have been. The police found Grace in 3 different security cameras on the same day she disappeared. In today's world, it is very important to have security cameras in our buildings, especially if you have a business. Grace was with a man in these videos. All these videos were from the evening. The last video showed them at 10 p.m. in a hotel elevator. The most important thing was that they checked Grace's social media profiles and found a comment from the same man on her Facebook profile. His name was Jesse Kempson, a 26-year-old who worked in a bar and was also a construction worker. Jesse had commented on Grace's Facebook post on December 1st. The police immediately summoned him. Friends, when the police questioned him, his demeanor was very calm, and he answered all their questions. He told the police that he met Grace through an app called Tinder. They met and went their separate ways at 10 p.m. that night, and he claimed not to know what happened to Grace afterward. Friends, Tinder, and similar apps also operate in Pakistan. In 2020, Tinder was banned in Pakistan, but similar applications still exist. On these apps, strangers meet and plan to meet up, which is also happening on Facebook and Instagram. Imagine how dangerous this is, trusting someone you don't even know. This is what Grace did, too. Jesse told the police that they went to their respective homes that night, but the police knew he was lying because they had the video showing them in the hotel elevator. Jesse was seen leaving the hotel the next morning, but Grace was never seen again. Grace had been murdered. Friends, Jesse was taken into custody, and he soon confessed everything to the police. Jesse was a mentally unstable person, searching for extreme things on the internet, such as flesh-eating birds. His friends told the police that he would get very angry and violent. He had previously been in trouble for assaulting a girl. This is the risk of trusting a stranger. Grace had no idea who this man was. She met him online and befriended him. That night, Jesse went to Grace's hotel room, number 308, to see some things she had bought in South America. And friends, it was in Grace's room that he strangled her without any reason. He was so deranged. He then bought a suitcase and put Grace's body inside it. The police had video footage of this too. On the morning of December 3rd, he stopped at a store, bought a shovel, and took the suitcase to the mountains. He buried Grace there. At first, Jesse lied, saying it was an accident, and told many stories in court that are not appropriate to mention here. But Grace's post-mortem report revealed that she had been strangled for 5 minutes, leading to her death, which was not an accident. Friends, New Zealand is a place where such incidents are rare. The Prime Minister officially apologized to Grace's family for what happened in their country. People in New Zealand took candles to the streets to protest this incident. Jesse Kempson has been sentenced to life imprisonment. Friends, always think multiple times before trusting a stranger. A small mistake can lead to a huge loss.